So now you can bake some cakes. Hello, it's Caroline at For the Love of Crochet, and I thought last week was going to be jam-packed with sewing and crochet, but this week I think I topped the charts. I have so much to share with you. I've done amigurumi and I have a couple of blankets that are well on their way to being finished, and I definitely worked on some projects as a beginning sewer with a new sewing book. And since I'm a beginning sewer, I wanted to work my way through this book. And then I have a couple ideas in case you're interested to maybe embellish your amigurumi or your sewing bags. There is a new YouTube crochet channel that is all about tutorials, and they do like little amigurumis, and they have the cutest little projects. They all have about the same body style, and they just change up the features and the clothing. They just came out with a frog one that looks like the Hello Kitty frog to me. I think that's what it is. The Sanrio frog. But I haven't done that one yet. I wanted to give this tutorial channel a try. So I started with the dog. Look at him. He's so cute. So this is a very stiff yarn. It's an acrylic yarn. I blushed his cheeks a bit, and I have been practicing embroidery eyes, and I put the little speck in his eye. I gave him some eyebrows, and I'm really liking using the embroidery eyes. Basically just get a thread that you can buy at anywhere. I bought a big spool of it because I use a lot of black, and so I bought this. And I just, get a long piece of thread. My good friend Craftably Ever After just put out a tutorial for embroidery eyes, and she gives it like a little eyelash, and it's really cute. I did not do that to this one because I did it before her tutorial. But I did give it this little white line, and it's really nice and comes in handy if you don't want to deal with the mess of safety eyes and not being able to find the right back, or the backs don't fit, or they're just not working, or they have rough edges. They're just a pain to work with, at least the ones that I've been purchasing, which is on Amazon. Hobby Lobby has a nice pair of safety eyes that you can get 6 pairs for like $3. The other types of eyes that I really love are the I'm coming at a loss. I can't remember what these are. They're the ones that are, cut out of that material. I don't know. I am old. Every time I can't think of a word, it ages me, but you know what they are. You stick them on. You can buy them on Etsy. I think you can even buy them on Amazon now. And I don't even use these because I don't really make big plushies, and this is huge. And then here's some that I've purchased with little eyelashes attached. That's why I really like the fact of embroidering eyes, because then you can place them where you want them, and you basically just go over and over and over till you have the consistency that you like. But to build to the right, you would hold your finger and let the thread lay this way when you go back in. And then if you want to make sure you're building to the left, you would do the same thing, hold that side and let the thread build that way. You'll get the hang of it. It's really, really simple. Oh, it's just so cute. So I really do like the channel. This is a bit of a review of this channel. It has the computered voice, the AI voice. So there's benefits to that and not great benefits to that. because you don't hear them talk about the weather or little distractions or their ums and oopses. And so you don't have to hear all of that because it's an AI voice. It's telling you exactly what she's doing as she's doing it. And it is pretty precise. The only thing is it is very paced. So I did like it. I did like following it. I did find myself going fast forward to the spots I need. So yes, this is the little doggy, and she has about 20 videos up. I say she, I have this AI channel. It's an AI channel, I think, but with real hands. And so I made the dog. Really like the channel, really like the design. And here's the second one I made. You know, I had to make a bunny. So this is some yarn that I really wanted to get rid of. I've had it in my stash for so long, and it's very similar bodies and everything, just different features and ears. They didn't come with tails, so there's no tails on these guys. And this one came with a little collar. I don't think this was the right yarn for it. I used this acrylic yarn. Again, I'm trying to use, this was all scrap stash, and I did blush her cheeks. You can pick up a cheap little blush and a little blush stick at your Dollar Tree to give your Amis a little bit of a makeup, a little frosting. So yeah, those are so cute. So this was made with that channel that I will have listed right here because I can't remember the name of it. But it is an AI channel, and I really do like all the patterns that are coming out. Very easy to follow, and you get cute makes. These are cute. Look at this little puppy. Okay, so this yarn, you know, you get a little design with it. Very cute. Okay, so those are my two amigurumis. Okay, so my next amigurumi is by a very popular designer, and I have tried to make one of her patterns before and was unsuccessful. And so I kind of just put all the patterns I bought from her to the side. Well, this time I decided to give it a go, again using some stash yarn. And she is a little mouse. She's so cute. So this one I gave safety eyes, but you know, in her pattern, she has these eyelashes, eyebrows, and this type of nose. And in the pattern, she uses white and gray. I decided to use pink and gray. Oh, she's so cute. Very nice, well-written pattern. I want to say there was a couple of mistakes, but, you know, I make a lot of mistakes, so it could have been me. But I do want to say there was a couple. Now, her legs fly open. So if you don't want her legs to fly open, I would definitely make sure you stitch on this side so that they stay closed. We have to be proper. Now this little girl, I also bought a Christmas pattern to make with her. So she's going to get a nice little white cottage dress and a little red, maybe I'll make red. Maybe I'll make her different colors. What are those hats that, you know, like a Christmas hat? A Santa hat type thing? She comes with one of those and some little booty shoes. So she's not finished yet because she's going to get a little outfit. Now this designer sells those things separately. She doesn't put it together. So you buy the mouse or you buy the animal, and then you can buy different outfits for your animal. So yeah, so this is the mouse. I do really like the way it's come out. I'm using the Yarn ID yarn, and it's kind of like a lavender gray. I messed up on placing her head on, because it's a very narrow neck but a very big head. And so when I started to stitch it on, I guess I was favoring her head this way, and so to fix that I tried to stitch her head this way. And so she's, you know, slightly off. That's all right. She's gonna get her dress and her little bonnet, and she's still gonna look so adorable. So yeah, I really do like it. I'm glad I gave this one a try. The one that I was not successful with was the bunny. Okay, I have one more finished project that is going to be for my charity project, and it's so cute. This was a tutorial from MJ Off the Hook, and it is this cute little beanie for a newborn. Probably nice for a little picture. So cute. So I did this, and I made a blanket to go with it. I had given you a sneak peek of the blanket previously, so now it is complete, and it's just so drapey and soft. It's so beautiful. Look at that. Look at that fluttery. So this design came from Daisy Farm Crafts, and I just put my own border on it. I just did this little scalloped border. So that is complete. So this came from Daisy Farm Crafts, and this looks like it just matches perfectly with the blanket, you know, the design, but it's a completely different design. This is the star stitch, and MJ Off the Hook gave a tutorial for this, and Daisy Farm Crafts gave a tutorial for this on her YouTube channel. So this is going to go for donation. So this is all I have left of my lovely sweet yarn. So I'll add that to my scrap blanket that I'll be showing you soon. Okay, now if you are new here, I've been working on a crochet blanket for my daughter who is 10 years old, and I've made blankets for all my adult children, but I've never made one for my daughter, and she is full of wild creativity and bright colors and mixing of colors. She knows no bounds. And these are the colors that strike her fancy. So when we go to the yarn store, she's always picking the reds and these crazy colors. So I made a blanket for her with the yarn that she always picks for me. To make this easier for me to finish, I thought I was going to do a bunch of different size squares and then put them together in some crazy way. Well, because I want to finish and it will take much longer and much more thought, I thought, you know what? I can still make this great by making consistent squares. So here is the first square. Oh my goodness. This is so awesome. So cool. I believe I got the design of this square from Bag a Day Crochet, which gave a tutorial on how to do that. It is not easy. I take that back. You're basically trying to hoop about 30 stitches on one swipe through to collect them all. So that's the only hard part about it. And it just takes practice. And then look at all these colors. I loved it. So this has become a favorite. If you're familiar here, this will be no surprise to you. I have completed and made this square. So they're all going to be the same size. And then I have my stars and moons, and you can't tell this is a star because it's within another colored red star, colored red. I got this moon from the Knotting Hook, and I got this star from Crochet Objet and Knitting. And I believe I got these heart ones from the Moogly blog, but she called it a washcloth, a heart washcloth. So this is actually supposed to be a washcloth. I did it in my acrylic yarns. I have some more little mixes of things, stars, and then mixing the colors of yarn. Very cool. And then I put together some more. And I don't remember where I got this pattern from or this heart one, but I didn't like the heart one because I felt it was too flimsy. It gave too many stitches for the blanket that I was making. And I don't remember where I got this one either. And the last heart. So cool. So I think I have about 6 more squares to make like this size in order to cover her bed. So I'm really excited. It's coming along wonderfully. I really love all these beautiful colors mixed together with the gray. This is like a dark gray yarn and a white yarn as the neutrals. And then all these gorgeous colors mixed in. And I think instead of crocheting a square around these hearts, I may put them on, I may make just a plain square and sew this on. I have 2 of the red ones. So that would be 2 easy squares to make. I would really like to make this one again with maybe a different designed square, but again, using this as such a lovely border. Maybe I'll do the border in a bunch of those little squares with all those little colors. That is giving me an idea. My next project is a bit of a whip stash. Now, if you don't like sewing in ends, this isn't going to be for you, but the result is so flippin' fantastic. I am basically taking all my scraps of yarn that are 4 weight and turning them into a 2 round granny square, which is going to leave you with a ton of ends. And then I'm going to take this square and surround it with a neutral color that I will be joining all of the squares with. So I will be able to get rid of some big skeins of yarn along with my scrap yarns. And just to give you an idea of what a back will look like to sew in, if you ever wanted to try a project like this, just know there are tons of ends. This is actually very relaxing for me to sew in this many ends because I can watch a movie with my hubs, with my family, or I don't have to count stitches. I don't have to do anything. I'm basically just weaving in ends. It's no big deal. But I just wanted to give you a sense of this. I have a feeling this is going to look so fabulous because I'm able to get rid of so many scrap yarns and use up this big, huge pound Caron 1 pound of yarn that I've had in my stash for so long. But yeah, lots of ends. Okay, now this third blanket. I have been obsessed with this book. If you're new here, I've been talking about this book for lots. And that is the Mix and Match crochet book, Modern Crochet Blankets. And you see this one right here? This is what I was going for. I was like, oh, I really like the black and white with the bright colors. I can do that. It's not going so well. I may have shown you this one before. So this is kind of like this wave stitch. Ran out of yarn, so it's incomplete thus far. But when I go to Joann's to get some Caron Simply Soft, I will get more. And then, because I'm on a mission to get rid of my Caron Simply Soft, here is the other stitch. Very cool. Love that design. So simple, but so cool. So here I have these two, and I'm like, I don't know if I like them together. And then I had some black and white, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna copy that design. And I have this black and white. So cool. This is like two-tone, because you get this on the back and this on the front. So cool. So I'm gonna show you a picture once I finish showing you the rest of them. But this is not from the book. These were a bunch of granny squares that I had done. This is the solid, it's in a solid color. I can't remember the name of this. I can't remember the name of the blanket. the stitch, the square I made. This is going to be on the end because it has a lot of weight. And what I learned from making this blankets is that depending on the type of stitch you choose, you want your heavier ones to be on the end so that when you spread out rather than in the middle. So you want to keep your mosaic pieces, because there's some mosaic ones, toward the end. They're going to be more dense. So I'm going to lay all these out for you, and I'm thinking I have to use some different colors. I'm thinking of getting a very bright red or a hot pink. I actually am not liking these colors together. And if you look more closely at her book, her colors aren't really stark white. They're cream looking, not white. So I may have to use more neutrals within the blanket to make this lovely design. So I'm not liking where that one's going, so I just stopped. Okay, on to my favorite make. My favorite makes right now is my sewing. I've been working my way through this book, which is School of Sewing by Shea Henderson. And the third project to make was this apron. Okay, I made the apron. Ta-da! I did it! So I made this apron with some scrap fabric, and then, I really think my daughter's just rubbing off on me with these color choices. But it doesn't fit, folks. I must have made a mistake somewhere, because if I were to wear this, this would make the girls stand out. And it's just not flattering on me. And if I did this, then it's like, come on. I don't know what I did wrong, so I'll have to make this project again. But it does fit. But it does fit her. Hey. I love you, Mommy. I love you too. Back up so they can see all of it. Woohoo! And then give a little spin. Okay. So now you can bake some cakes. So I didn't make an apron for myself. I made one for my daughter, which is okay. One of my 24 things to do in 2024 is to bake a cake with her, so that'll be perfect, so she'll get to use it. Now, if you want to see the other things that I've made, I featured those in a previous video. I'll link it down below, the sewing, where I've been sewing. But the next project was this key fob. And I don't know if you can tell, but it has a little ruffle. Okay, and then the next project was a zipper pouch, and I said I was going to work on that. I did. So this is a Tula fabric. I'm so in love with this fabric. So beautiful, these pops of color and this just vibrant design in black and white. So I made the zipper pouch. Came out great. Came out great. Now to get this little box, what I did was I got the iron and pressed it. And then I got the iron and pressed this side, and then I got this side and pressed it so that it stands up really nice. The other thing I did was, here's the inside lining. The other thing I did that the pattern calls for is to double line, to take your fabric and put 2 layers of that SF 101 or SF something so that it makes it even more sturdy. More sturdy. So I never tried that before, so I really like that, making it more sturdy. So that was the first one. So I was like, woohoo, I gotta make more. So I did another one. Okay, in that first one, I forgot to add this. So same thing. I ironed it so that it stands up. Very cool. There's nothing in it. It's been sitting in my basket waiting to show you. But now I added a little tab to it. And same thing, little zipper. And this one, love this fabric. I got this one at Hobby Lobby. But being the beginner that I am, this side you can see all the faces. This side you can see all the faces. But I don't like that I didn't get the bear. The bear's on the bottom. And then I lined it with the same color that I put the zipper on. And then this is perfect to put my key fob on. Ta-da! So I made a key fob so that I can hold my thing. Sorry, it was a little crooked. So yeah, I made this color match this, and there we go. So that's the first one. Then, you know, I was like, I gotta make another one. This is so cool. So I made this one. Again, I was like, oh, I love this fabric. I'm gonna make another one. This time I used purple with the purple zipper because you can pull so many colors out of here. It is so neat, this fabric. This one had all the purples. This one had all the peach. This side has purple. This side has yellow. Isn't that fabulous? Like, I don't remember what the roll looked like. I had no idea. I thought it was just a mix of the colors all over, but it kind of blends. It had an ombre effect, a rainbow effect. So as you changed colors throughout the yard of fabric. So cool. Okay, so this one made the key fob. This was so interesting to make. I was like, what? How do you do that? But I did find a tutorial on YouTube of 3 ways to make a key fob. And if I can find it, I'll link it down below, because one of those ways is how I made this. And it's really so easy without using those tools. You just slide on these little, these things. These things. I don't know names of things here. Don't come here to find names. I'll link something down below. So yeah, I'm like really happy. I finished 3 bags. 3 bags. I'm so cool. I'm so happy. It is so rewarding to finally be comfortable with sewing. Okay, but to embellish these, or to make your zipper pulls on any bag you have, all you need are these little jump rings. You can get a bag of these, like 50 for a couple dollars anywhere, artsy store. All you need is like these little tiny pliers. And you can attach something like this. This one says made with love. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's very tiny. And then you can add it to your zipper as part of the zipper pull and embellish it in some way. This could be on a backpack. Anything you want to put a zipper pull on. My daughter got this set for Christmas, which is like a bunch of beads and little charms, and it came with this little tool, which is perfect for adding some embellishment onto your zipper pulls. Now this set is revolved around squishmallows, so here I have this little one and this little one. This would go nicely because it's turquoise, and so putting this on here would make a nice little pull. You can find tons of little charms at any craft store. So I'm just really enjoying being a maker. Next on my things to make is this zippered pillow. Very easy, just a square pillow, put them together, add a zipper. Very easy make. The other thing I want to make is placemats, because I'm going to be able to get practice quilting and adding binding to something I've quilted. So yeah, I want to do that. And my local sewing shop is actually going to put a class together for this, so I'm excited. The other thing I'm interested in making is this pleated purse. I think if you chose some really great fabrics, that could be very stunning. Not that I need another bag, but it's all about practicing and gifting. Okay, so yes, I'm in a new room, very excited. So my daughter, this is actually my daughter's room, and we switched spots. So she took the craft room that I was using, and I took her bedroom. And she was very happy to give it up because there's more to clean in this room. And she has a lot more space to, in her closet, which she likes to just shove in there. And so now it's a perfect space for me to store all my crafting, my yarn, my fabrics, everything, instead of using the linen closet. But I'm probably still going to use the linen closet. Do you want another craft room tour? I feel like I've done 3 of them already just because I keep switching things around. And since I'm new in this room, I have a setup that I like, but as I use it more, because I've only been in here a few days, as I use it more, I can find more things or a new way that maybe is beneficial to me in making this useful. I had my recliner right here, but I took it out. So I've had that recliner for just a few months, I believe 5 months. I am so disappointed. People are just not making the quality that they used to. So you know the things that we stuff our toys with, polyfill? That's what was in my recliner. And weeks after just using it for a couple of weeks, it was like getting dents and holes from where I was sitting. And realizing that there wasn't much fluff or substance to it. And I called the furniture shop and I said, I'm really disappointed. Like, it feels like this is just filled with polyfill. And he said it is filled with polyfill. And they're only allowed to fill it with so much polyfill. Shouldn't furniture be made with foam, more substance, stuff that doesn't flatten? I mean, we know as crocheters that polyfill does not stand up to being sat on as furniture, sitting in it. Anyway, I'm griping, so I moved it out. I'm disappointed. Okay, so I look forward to talking to you again soon. Until next time, bye.